Welcome back to Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition. I'm Subhonicket Poster, and now that we've finished the main game and all of the DLC, it's time for us to complete Dragon Age Inquisition with the last DLC, Trespasser. This is confirmed the last DLC, and it actually ends the story of the Inquisition. It's a little unusual in that once you begin it, you can't leave. It moves time forward 2 years, you are locked off of the map, and you can't do anything else. You will still have access to crafting and those types of things, but not the Black Emporium, so if you want to change your appearance, better do that before you start. And you also don't have access to respec tokens, so if you want some of those, buy them before you start. And we're calling the Exalted Council to see what becomes of the Inquisition. Back at the Winter Palace, and we're arriving with a bit more fanfare than we did last time.
Another parade, another bloody negotiation.
Smiles, everyone. We must be careful how we present ourselves.
Why did Divine Victoria call the Exalted Council? She's kept Orlais from bothering us for the last 2 years.
At increasing political cost, yes. She has done all she can, but the Exalted Council has become necessary. Orlais would control us, and based on their many marriage proposals, they have specific plans for you. Our real concern is Ferelden. They would see us disbanded entirely.
Oh god, why is that acting up now?
Inquisitor, it has been too long. I hope the years have been kind to you.
It's only been 2.
How have you been, Mother Giselle?
I spent last summer in Emprise de Lyon, distributing food sent from the Exalted Plains. The Dales are finally recovering.
Corypheus left a great deal of damage for us to repair. I appreciate your efforts.
And I yours, your worship. I should mention that your forces at Suladin Keep were of great help. Please give my compliments to Baron Deschedin. Divine Victoria asked me to greet you on her behalf. She is currently attending to the Ferelden ambassador's concerns.
You can probably just call her Leliana in private conversation.
You can, Inquisitor. I prefer to use her divine name. Our last divine once joked about why I insisted upon calling her Justinia. She called it my way of reassuring her that I had not completely forgotten who was in charge.
How do you think Divine Victoria has done these last 2 years?
It is hardly for me to say, Inquisitor.
With respect, that's never stopped you before, Mother Giselle.
Victoria has proven adept at winning allies with both her intelligence and her faith. It is a blessing in these trying times. We are lucky to have her.
I'll speak to Divine Victoria.
I believe she would appreciate that, your worship. The Divine sees the good that you can do and have done. Duke Cyril will wish to greet you on behalf of Orlais. I believe he is currently speaking with the Tevinter ambassador.
Tevinter sent an
Many of your friends
ambassador?
have returned as well. I hope you have a chance to speak with them before the Exalted Council begins.
The Imperium sent an ambassador.
That's what I said.
Yes, your worship. Dorian Pavas has taken the chance to return from Tevinter. It will be good to see him again. I owe him my apology. I allowed my distrust of Devinter to cloud my judgment. He took a great risk coming to help us, and deserved better treatment.
You're going to apologize? To Dorian?
I have little patience for those who cannot admit they were wrong, Your Worship. Myself included. I will have to make my apologies somewhere public. He will want an audience for his reaction.
You're okay, Mother Giselle.
Who has returned for the Exalted Council?
Your dwarven friend, Master Tetras, for one. I understand he spent much of the last few years in Kirkwall.
Poor bastard.
Sir Blackwall has returned as well, although he now uses the name Tom Ranier. Enjoy time with them while you can, Your Worship. I doubt you will have the chance once the Exalted Council is underway.
Thank you, Mother Giselle.
Your Worship, a final question, if I may. This Exalted Council, Ferelden would have the Inquisition disband. Olay sees its power as another feather in a chevalier's helmet. What do you wish to do with the Inquisition?
The Inquisition still has work to do. We can't let someone's fear push us into disbanding.
Then I wish you luck in the negotiations to come. Maker watch over you, Inquisitor. I will not keep you any longer.
Well. Now we're free to roam about the grounds of the Winter Palace, and just like in Skyhold, our friends are scattered about, if they're still with you at the end of Inquisition. So we will hunt them all down and talk to them and find out what they've been doing for the past 2 years. Varric is right here, so we'll start with him.
The Prince of Starkhaven wrote to you again.
Of course he did. Just put that one in the pile with letters from the Merchants Guild.
Fuck Sebastian.
And the captain of the city guard had a very colorful message for me to deliver to you as well.
Nah, Aveline.
Inquisitor! Andraste's ass, am I ever glad to see you.
And the Inquisitor comes to the rescue once again.
Is that what you call it?
Hey!
This is Bran Caven. Until recently, he was the Viscount
Provisional Viscount.
of Kirkwall.
And what are you doing now?
I have resumed my post as Seneschal now that Master Tethras has been elected Viscount.
Holy fuck, Varric!
Viscount of Kirkwall now.
Well, it seems the two of you have a great deal to discuss. Why don't I just leave you to it?
So, it turns out you fund enough reconstruction efforts in a city-state, the nobles give you the worst job they can think of.
That's fantastic. You'll make an excellent Viscount.
I think the nobility figured, after Dumar and Perrin, what's the worst that could happen if we put the dwarf in charge? They voted me in because I got the harbor and businesses up and running again. They want shit fixed, and I can do that. Anyway, I was hoping I'd catch you before the summit got underway. I got you a sort of present. It's official recognition of your title and holdings in Kirkwall. Congratulations. You're a Comtesse now.
Fuck yeah!
You can't actually do that without...
Too late. Already did it. I also drafted an alliance with the new elf-led city council of Wycombe, so Clan Llewellyn has some political muscle to flex now.
That needs to be reviewed by...
You were leaving us to talk, remember?
Yeah, that's more like it.
What are you up to? I feel like I should be suspicious.
Look, it's really not that big a deal. Oh, that reminds me. It's the key to the city.
You can't give that away without approval from the council and a special ceremony.
It's just symbolic anyway.
It controls one of the giant chain nets in the harbor.
Oh, awesome!
It's so much better than I thought.
This operates those giant chains. Can I try it?
No.
I don't know how this council thing is going to end for the Inquisition. But whatever gets decided, you've got a place lined up in Kirkwall if you want it. Also, control of the harbor, I guess.
You're
Anyway,
awesome,
you should
Varric.
meet with the diplomats. And we'll get in a game of Wicked Grace before I go back, though, right?
I wouldn't miss it.
Don't bet any public buildings this time.
Take a quick peek around the grounds. There are tons of like letters and codex entries to find here, and also some hidden stuff with your search function.
Watch your tongue.
Expensive dog treats. Well, there are 10 of these to collect.
Yes, thank you.
That dude is not a very good poet.
All's well, it seems.
What? Meriden, what the? She's singing about, Scout Harding, who is conspicuously absent from this DLC. She shows up at the end, but unvoiced, so I assume they could not get her VA back. What a shame.
Fashionably late. I thought you weren't gonna show.
I'm late, and you decide to make the Winter Palace rubble.
Eh? Never liked it anyway. Too fancy. So tell me everything that happened while I was away.
Well, I got drunk.
And Geralf strolls up, hands filled with ripe squashes, and says, "Sir, I must report that it was an utter boondoggle." Maybe you had to be there.
I'm not sure being there would have helped. And please, never do that voice again.
Anyway, it's nice to be back, though I'm not sure what to think of this council. The Wardens will be missing me, but they aren't going to keep me away from a friend who might need my sword arm.
If that's your sword arm, I think I'm better off without it.
Think you can do better?
Probably. And this will continually get updated as we move through about their little bet. This is the foundry, so you have access to all of your crafting needs. Armor, weapons, that type of a thing. You can tint your armor here and turn in any creature research items that you may find. Yes, some manner, presumably. Get another dog bone. And also lots of chapters of Heart in Hightown. I'm going to skip most of these because you find them out of order. I will put a link to the entire completed thing in the thread. And a spyglass. Who's been reading this smut? Josie's sister. Cassie!
Oh,
What are you reading this time?
Is everything all right?
yes. Well, I wanted to speak with you, and now you're here.
Should I leave and come back later so you can try again?
Always with clever suggestions. Maybe you should sit.
I can stand.
Maybe I should sit. Inquisitor, I want you to know that I am your friend. I will always be your friend.
Oh, well, that's...
So I hope to give you sound advice on this momentous day.
What the hell's going on?
Heart, my friend, no matter what anyone might tell you.
I'm so confused.
Maybe I should leave and come back. I think I missed the beginning.
I'm talking about marriage.
Of course I'll marry you!
I can't imagine who it is. Megan knows you've kept it secret.
Damn it.
If marriage is... You're not proposing to anyone. I am going to kill Varric. Why do I believe everything he says? Why?
He said I was going to propose.
He mentioned a proposal. I suppose I filled in the blanks. Or he did this on purpose. That dwarf gets entirely too much joy from my discomfort.
Let's face it, we all do.
You're adorable.
There are far worse things to be. Being Inquisitor has brought you good things. Many good things. But only a few have been by your choice. Take what happiness you can from those and do not let them go. That is all I meant to say. Advice from a friend for the days to come.
Aw, that's sweet, Cass. I'm still confused, but whatever. And she mentions marriage, and if you dated Sarah or Colin, you actually can get married. Those are the only two. And you have a nice little ceremony. It's very cute. Back here is Charter, who is in charge of Care Bronach in Crestwood.
Well met, your worship.
And you have your wardrobe, so you can change your clothes, and your storage. And this is a special chest. If you have trials turned on, you may get deliveries in that thing. Please go with your mistress so I can get some sleep. That's a good marriage.
Thank the Maker.
Over imbibing is strongly discouraged. Well, now what the fuck am I gonna do? And we find out what Bull and the Chargers have been doing. Apparently stopping a whole bunch of shit. Good job, guys. Ah, Dalish. It's a bow. What Viv's been doing? Sounds like she's got her hands full. And Varric. Nothing in Hightown has fallen into a sinkhole and ended up in the sewers in over a month. Sounds about normal for Kirkwall. Looks like we made a trip to Kirkwall and closed some rifts. That would have been a crazy DLC. A letter from his sister. It's a bit more grim if he is still on the lyrium. He doesn't talk to her at all. And Cass. She's been working on putting the Seekers back together, which is sort of what we wanted her to do anyway. Sounds like it's going okay. This picture is crooked. You'll find a few of these scattered about. When you straighten the picture, you get a bonus to your attributes. Very nice.
It's true.
More dog treats. It's kind of hard to see. Another chapter of Hard and Hightown. And that fucking thing. We'll have to come back for that later. We can't really get to it just yet. Okay, well that's gonna do it for this episode of Let's Play Dragon Age Inquisition Trespasser. Join us next time where we continue to roam around, look at shit, and talk to a few more of our friends.